So I'm here with Zona today, and I thought that I would record kind of like our ride happenings and what we're gonna do together and answer some questions while we're walking over to the tack area. I just want to tell you a little bit about how Zona came to be. About 7 months ago, I reached out to Kobian, my husband, his auntie, who is a horse riding trainer, coach, horse whisperer at the ranch about 15 minutes from us. And I asked her, or I told her, that I felt like I needed to start riding again. But I'm 28 years old and I haven't ridden horses legitimately since I was like 15 or 16 years old. When I reached out to her, I was like, I'm not looking to do any competing, not doing any barrel racing or anything like that. I ride Western, if you can't tell. And so it was more like having the connection and just having that back in my life. And she was like, hey, I actually have a really great opportunity that could potentially work out. We'll get you back in lessons, kind of get you back where you need to be. And basically this amazing woman who has 3 horses at our ranch, including Zona, she has her heart horse that she can no longer ride because she has arthritis. She also has Kipu, this Palomino, and then there's Zona. Basically, she adopted Kipu, had to adopt Zona also because they're super bonded. So she needed a companion to ride more and to bond with and have time spent with. We in some ways shareboard, but we kind of it's just like a relationship. I just ride her horse a few times a week and pop in and spend time with her and check on her and tend to her and all of that. And I get the companionship and the riding, and it's a great situation. I grew up riding with my mom and my my grandma passed away 2 years ago. I just shared a YouTube short about the nearly 100-year-old saddle that I brought back home with me that has been in my family for 4 generations now. My grandma had it before. When my grandma passed, my mom had it and I just flew it back home with me. I am not consistently riding her on it yet. I need to do some good conditioning. I need a little more assistance in figuring out which oil to buy so that I can get it just back in tip-top shape. Even though it's in really great condition, I just want it to be pretty solid before using it consistently, and it fits her beautifully. Along with that, I also brought home my grandma's halter. So this is the halter I'm using, and that's really special. I'm getting ready to tack her up, but I wanted to say a couple things real quick before jumping into the rest of this, because I haven't made many videos with her because I'm really scared to get ridiculed by more professional horse whispery people. So I want to say, though I grew up riding, I'm 28. It's been well over a decade since I've legitly ridden. Also, it's pretty windy and she's a pretty emotional mare as it is, but windy days tend to get to her and heighten her anxiety. I want to say, hey, you're fine. It's okay. I want to say that everything I'm doing with her, I have learned I'm just gonna say we'll treat it like I just started fresh when I started doing lessons with our aunt. Everything I've learned that I'm doing with her specifically, I have adopted from what I have been told and taught by my trainer, which would be my aunt. And so I am totally open to not criticism or critique necessarily, but if you have tips or things that you're like, hey Tay, this would make your life better, this would be better for her, I'm not opposed to that. Just do it kindly. I don't claim to be a professional by any means. Anything I do with her is based off of what I've been taught and also based off of our unique relationship and what I know I can do with her or what I can't do with her. We also have these scoop boots for her so we don't need to shoe her. It's expensive and she's really finicky about her feet. She has some lore. She has some previous trauma and history that we are working with, which I don't know if I want to super get into on the internet. To be fair, I don't know enough about the history of some of her sensitivities to talk about it in the right way or best way. We'll just say she's an anxious mare with some mare tendencies. I am also not going to show all of my tacking process because I feel like that is a unnecessary part of this video and would be really long for no reason. I also normally use, or have been using, a phone tripod, but it kind of freaks her out and it's also really windy, so we're rolling with these weird angles today. Hey! Oh, she's being so sassy. She's all tacked up, we have her scoop boots on. This is where we're gonna go lunge. I'm going to try to record it, but I don't have anything to set my phone on. So lunging is important for a lot of reasons, but for Zona specifically, it's an opportunity for me to reaffirm a little bit more of who's in charge and remind her she can't push me around. And I think the biggest reason is to work out any anxiety that she has. Canter. Oh my gosh, she always makes me work for it, but not giving up when she doesn't want to do what I'm telling her. It's a hot one. We just finished doing a little bit more groundwork, get her feet moving, work out some jitters, and now we're gonna just do a little one of the back fields. There are many things that I love about Zona. I love her anxious heart because she's really aware, and well, she was the first horse ever to buck me off, and that was a pretty painful butt kicking, to be honest. But I love her tender heart because even when she bucked me off, she was very attentive to me. I think she has a really sweet and gentle heart, and I'm just really grateful for this season of my life to be able to ride again. I'm planning to do more videos with her, but I'll do it on days when I actually have like a good setup to record things and share our rides. That's all for now.